No, wrong song. Right song. Hi. Hi. How's everyone doing? Hope you are all doing well. Why I've gone into this accent. What happened? Yeah, stuff, things. If you'd like to ask a question during the live stream, a question in brackets. What your thing? What your thing? Your question. That's probably better. I've been losing weight and putting on some muscle from doing very little. I do an hour run a day now, and I also sort of don't do any lifts. I do some resistance stuff now. But I looked at my camera and went, "You know what? Some of your t-shirts fit you now, you fat bastard." That's what I said, which is nice. So I hope everyone is doing well. We are in our run up to CitizenCon. Alpha 3.15 is out, at least some form of Evocati testing. We're waiting on first wave PTU now, which is, we don't know how long away. Is it end of next week? Is it in a few weeks? Is it around CitizenCon time? We're not entirely sure. I mean, to me, it looks like Clan Imperium are going to try and have an open PTU for around CitizenCon time, but we don't know for sure. So, how's your favourite potato? I'm doing all right. Thanks very much. A little bit tired. I'm always relatively tired. I'm going on extended holiday soon. I had a holiday relatively recently, just playing some board games, and now I'm going to do a double session of board games. So this Friday, my friends run a board game convention very close to me called Shake, Battle and Roll, previously Stabcon South, and I'll be going to that on Friday and Saturday, potentially the Sunday as well. And then on the Monday, I'm going to Centre Parks with Zin and my editor and DC, her partner, and a load of my other friends. And we play board games there. And we drink and eat. And play maybe some computer games. And stuff like that. So that's basically going to almost take me up to CitizenCon. We get back on the Friday at some point. And then and CitizenCon's on the Saturday. So that should be pretty cool. We're trying to get some content pre-made, and I'll probably do a little bit while I'm out there. Just like a video or two while I'm out there, but we should have some videos to fill in as well. It's not going to be a huge amount of disruption to the channel, but there will be a bit. But then we're leading up to CitizenCon anyway, and then there's just a huge amount of content. And lots of content. Very much looking forward to CitizenCon. Also, Jaybird, I love you. You're a beautiful mod. You are a beautiful moddy boy. 5:30 a.m. in California. That is monstrous. But I do appreciate you still turning up to do any form of modding. You are genuinely a legend, sir. But never feel like you need to. I'd make do without mods. It would be a lot shitter. But I appreciate it. Thank you so much. You're a legend. There are leaks of a possible some ships and stuff floating around. Possibly fan favorite teased. Thoughts? I mean, so a lot of this stuff. We good? Are we back? Make sure we are back properly. Sorry about that disconnection. Not entirely sure why. Weird. I am back. Cool. Bear with me 1 second. So have a look at the crash log. I was running briefly New World earlier, and then I went basically. And then the queue was like 7,000, and I was like, I'll do it later. I'm working anyway. So I was like, well, I'll stream for a bit. Maybe get another video done after the stream. And then we'll check out New World, because I bought a load of copies for me and some of my friends, and we're going to play it. We were playing some Final Fantasy 14 recently on the free trial, and we were like, this is quite fun actually. And I was like, well, actually, me and Zen really had a good laugh playing New World, so we'll do some of that. So a lot of my friends, you'll see him on stream from time to time. You'll see him on stream. I mean, it's possible that New World did break my PC. It happens, apparently. That's weird that that crashed like that. Huh. But yeah, hi. We're back. It imploded. Is the stream laggy for everyone? Something wrong? Like, is it running New World in the background or something? Is that what's happening? Possible. There's a lot of... Oh. The billion... Oh, oh, why is broken? Well, my internet's been stolen. That's what's happening. My internet bandwidth's been stolen. It'll be fine. See what happens. I'm sure it'll be okay. We'll be fine. Don't you worry. I need to sort out some. Probably need to get a new broadband provider anyway. But yes, so if you'd like to ask a question during the stream, question in brackets. New World. I've seen a load of people playing New World today. A lot of people can't get on. Salty Mike, I was watching earlier. He was just complaining a lot and being grumpy that he couldn't get in, which is fair enough. He's been waiting for it for a while. But it was funny to see just a load of content creators. It's like, we can't get in. And these sort of super popular servers had queues of like 80,000 players. I thought 7K was bad. I'll check that out later. I love the fact that the stream crashed when I was. Someone asked me about leaks of a possible new ship. We'll talk about that once we're able to talk about that. But yeah, leaks of ships. They are just at the moment leaks, and then take them with a pinch of salt. Could the triage be a surprise release at CitizenCon with medical gameplay coming? So you're talking about the Apollo. It's possible that they've been working on the Apollo in the background. It's possible. I have not heard anything about that beyond lots of player rumors going, oh, what if they're working on the Apollo? Obviously, pardon me, the Cutlass Red is no longer going to be a respawn point, but you will be able to treat people on the Cutlass Red bed for a multitude of minor injuries. Tier 2 beds, like the one in the Carrack and the 8-9 jump, will be respawn points, as will clinics and medical facilities in 3.15. Is it possible we could get the Apollo? It is possible. However, it seems odd that they would have just kept it quiet. CitizenCon is so close. I'm much hyped for CitizenCon. We can talk a bit about what's on the schedule for that as well. What ship would you be most excited to be revealed as previously unannounced? The most exciting thing I would like to see in game, sort of ship or vehicle wise, is Titan suits. That's the thing I'd be most excited about. Any new capital ships which are tangibly going to be in our hands in the near future that don't have mad gameplay, I'd be pretty excited for. So any sort of new corvettes or cruisers or anything like that I go, you know what? Actually, these ships are almost done, or they're already done, or whatever. I mean, a lot of people are expecting a 400 or 500i, Argo Raft, mobile mining, mobile refining ship, things like that. Do you think the anniversary sale will be happening the same time as CitizenCon? No. So the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo is typically at the end of November. There may be some CitizenCon-based sales and new ships and stuff like that going on, yes, but they are two separate things. First of all, I want you to send a big space hug from the Portuguese community. Or you want to send me one? Well, you can have one as well. Me hugging you, it's not creepy. That's not creepy. I appreciate the hug, thank you. Another question, do you think CIG will release a new system after CitizenCon? Well, yes, but not immediately after. I'm expecting to see Nix and Pyro next year. Will lifetime insurance be offered anymore? Yes, so lifetime insurance will be on ships the first time they release / the first time they're concepted. The first time a ship is ever available. Watching BoredGamer fixed my broken marriage, as did getting NordVPN. No, wait, no. Let's. Oh, I love shilling for Nord. I love shilling for Nord. Just beautifully done. I use them. That's why. I was trying to explain this to other people. It's like, so you see yourself as a shill? I was like, yeah, I do. However, if you're going to shill, always use the product you shill for. Okay? And know about it. And be happy with the product and go, you know what? I buy this product. I use this product. Don't just go, and I'm gonna support men's hair products for luscious flowing locks or this conditioner or something. I'd be like, since they said they need repair first, could they use salvage? Would it be possible we'll see some repair gameplay during it? Yes, I mean, there's lots of stuff that we could see in the gameplay demo because it will be in a very enclosed environment, so they showcase stuff that's semi-faked or only partially completed because they can go, you know what, we just show bits of it. So yeah, that's the sort of stuff we could see. Repair gameplay, salvage, yeah, that's all possibilities. Can you customize your ship in-game? So, like, let's say you buy a 100i with lifetime insurance, you upgrade it to a 315p, and you still customize it, aka change the interior. Yes, you... Oh, I see. So, no, once you've purchased... So, once you've purchased the ship, you can no longer, as far as I'm aware, change it on the RSI website. In the future, you will be able to customize your ships more fully in-game from a manufacturer and aftermarket point of view. So in the future, in-game, like with Cousin Crow's Custom Craft, I think it's called, which is a ship shop / customization facility on at Crusade and Horizon, you'll be able to change that sort of stuff in your ship eventually. Nice t-shirt. Thank you. Me and my mate DC, Zin's partner, and we wore this when we last saw each other, both got the same one. We didn't get into the same one, though we could. We both had this on when we were twinsies. Twinsies! Nice t-shirt. Are you upset that there are so many drug users in Manchester city centre? Nothing being done about it. I mean, I don't live in Manchester. I can ask some of the people that I don't know. I don't know if it's a big problem there because I don't know anything about it. Also, best pack for starting 40k models for a beginner. So, if you were asked a while ago, I would have said get Indomitus. The Indomitus box set was fantastic. You just flog the models you didn't want and eventually even make your money back. So, the 40k magazine that's coming out at the moment, some of those issues are fantastically good priced. It depends on what army you want to play. Yeah? So, literally, what army you fall in love with, look at all the armies, go, I want that, and I want to do it like this. And then do it. Thank you very much. There's lots of people doing lots of things going here. BoredGamer, thank you very much for the love. I appreciate gifting a sub to Telegram. Why do people have weird names? I don't know. And Hexless Live, I love you. You know I do. Sorry that everything broke. Chances of seeing more about the updated Vandal ships at CitizenCon. Yeah, that's so... They haven't got a panel on the Vandal, which I was hoping they would. I think that updates that they've got to some of the Arena Commander stuff in 3.15 is starting to put some of the stepping stones towards then pumping out a load of Vandal content and a Squadron 42 sort of like marketing campaign at the same sort of time. But we'll have to wait and see. I want to see those new Vandal ships in-game. I want to see updates to Vandal Swarm in-game. Should CIG hold off on Pyro till base building is in-game? It's like an empty system. No, there's going to be a load of stuff to populate that area. Lots of individual missions that they can do on planets. Lots of pirate stuff. Stuff like that. For sure. So, it's not going to be that an empty system. There's going to be a load of NPCs and missions there. There's going to be a load of bases to attack. There's going to be a load of caves to explore. There's going to be a load of mining opportunities. Ethics Gradient, thank you so much for 1 billion, zillion, trillion subs. You have forcefully subscribed. Sergeant Donut, Woobeam, Crumsmster, Crabzubd, Atmoatage, Zwoops, Gamer Grower, and Bretley, all to the channel. Thank you very much. Very much appreciate it. Oh, Ethics Gradient, you are a legend. Thank you so much, sir. It is appreciated. There's some sort of hype train going on. Well, I don't know how to stream. I don't know what's going on. So CIG doesn't need base building for Pyro. What they want is they want jump points, they want server meshing, they want Pyro to be relatively well built out. So some stuff there, Ruin Station, some of the other bits there. Enough interesting things they can do with points of interest missions and the sort of like spawning events and stuff in. And refueling. Refueling is one of the other things they wanted because it's quite a large system and they want people to be able to fly around, get stuck, and get rescued. So they probably will want refueling in at the same time. Can you have an unified view of your chats on stream so I can feel connected? Citizen Shenanigans. I mean, I don't have any views of anything going on. Maybe I'll work it out in the future. I'm bad at things. Look, I'm low effort. Okay, I hope that's one of the reasons people like me. They look at you, they look at me and go, this guy hasn't made an effort. That's what I want, okay? I want people to look at me and go, I could do what he's doing better. So they sound like I can only watch Bored once a week. Well, I think it's probably better for you only watching me once a week. I'm sorry. I appreciate it. Thanks very much, Exodus Live. I was ill over the weekend. Really bad cold. I've had a bit of a cold recently. I think everyone's worried that they've all got COVID as well when they get ill. Do you mind me asking what your school life was like? If you had any bad experiences, I don't need to say. So I was very ill when I was at school. I had glandular fever and tonsillitis and post-viral fatigue syndrome. So I was just like knackered all of the time. So I basically did half school days and did a mixture of lots of homework and like it wasn't homeschooled. I went in half a day, got a load of homework, did a load of lessons, and then didn't do the end of day lessons for like French and stuff. I'm not great with languages. I learnt languages a bit later, actually. Got Pidgin, German, and French, so that I could go snowboarding and more readily and that sort of thing. I've lost a lot of those skills. Confidently. Badly. No, I didn't have any. I was a bit of a boffin at school. I was quite good at talking to people. Any bullies or anything? Yeah, that's right. I was a bit bored at school. Like I wanted to do more things. Like I was very into 40k and card games, and I wanted to play games and play computer games and that sort of stuff. And just everything else got in the way. How dare you, Heavy Bob? Low effort. No wonder you ain't got a girlfriend. Women love the low effort man. I have no end of offers. I used to be very successful with the ladies. Thank you very much. It's forever alone. It's the life of a star citizen content creator. Forever alone, always waiting. What else have we got? What else have we got?
Do you think there'll ever be stations the size of Sevastopol from Alien Isolation? Sheer structures abandoned. Oh yeah, I mean there are huge stations planned for Squadron 42, and I suspect you'll see those mining stations, bigger ones, disused ones, destroyed ones in throughout Star Citizen's persistent universe in the future. They'll be used for points of interest, pirate bases, missions, loads of stuff. First of all, I want to send you... That's why we talked about that. Now that 3.15 is in PTU, NDA aside, what are you most looking forward to test? So I just did a video, which will be coming out today or tomorrow, talking about cargo and economy and selling improvements that I want to see in the game, and some of which are going to be handled in 3.15, 3.16, and in the midterm. So I want to test out cargo gameplay to see if it's any good. See if they fixed anything in 3.15, like... yeah, when I get in. But obviously, I want to see what the new inventory system is. Can I loot people? So I probably will go and try and clear out some FPS areas and take a Cutlass Red with me. Oh, actually, no. I'll probably take a Carrack with me so I can respawn in my Carrack. Previously, I would have taken a Cutlass Red with me. No, I won't. What I really want to do in 3.15, though, so me and Zin have bought Cutlass Reds and Cutlass Blues, so that we are going to go and do sort of like hot, not sexy hot, search and rescues. So we're going to literally actively try and rescue players that are downed and stuff like that. Because I'm really interested in that sort of gameplay, and I think that'll be a absolutely great laugh, especially going Nino in the background. Star Citizen is my only mistress. And she's a cruel mistress sometimes. Gonna give Diablo 2 Resurrection a try. Well, I love Diablo games. At the moment, there's a lot of anti-Blizzard sentiment, and some of my friends that I would typically play with are sort of like not really playing Blizzard games at the moment. So, yeah, I was at some point, yeah, but not yet. I'm very much in the opinion I'd probably separate the company from game, and sort of not all devs are going to be monsters. A lot of CIG employees, or say some, used to work at Blizzard. Now, the stuff that I heard about Blizzard being a bit of Activision Blizzard being a hard and not very nice place to work was from a lot of these CIG employees going, yeah, it was horrible there. Horrible. I'm glad I'm out. Because they were typically lower echelons there. The ones I talked to anyway. Now with the Cutlass Red having tier 3 medbed, do you think they'll be smaller than red ships with tier 2 beds? Not that I'm aware of. I think the Apollo is the smallest ship that could have a tier 2 or better bed. That was a sneeze. I thought we had a stroke. Nice. Do you think the plan to expand servers to other places in the world will start after server meshing? Tired of playing 150 ping here in Brazil. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping they leverage Amazon Web Services much better, because they do have the infrastructure, and that's improving every year. So we do know that Clan Imperium have recently, earlier this year, they finished work on getting 100 players being able to spawn in each of the planetary areas as well. Why would they do that? Well, partly for server meshing and partly because they're going to be expanding the servers out. Do you think property will be stored in the respective locations on the ship? For example, armory on the M2, will weapons and suits be in their proper slots? Yes, eventually, not in 3.15. In 3.15, it's more going to be like you access the ship's inventory in general. Think there'll be more paint jobs for more ships like the Vanguard or Hurricane and diverse ships in general? Yes. Yep. BoredGamer brought to you by Head and Shoulders. Nice. Do you think, yes, I know you do, do you think that the fan favourite ship is the Banner Merchantman or the Corsair or the Polaris? But it could also now be, when they were talking about a fan favourite ship, they could have been talking about the Argo MPUV, the Argo Cargo, maybe some variants of that. Ugh. Ugh. Hull Series Q&A says CDE can't land fully laden. Can we expect an option to load 1, 2, 3? One half or 3/4 full, so it won't be cargo. So the cargo will be able to land. So okay. Blah, blah, blah. So when expanded, so the hull C, D, and E, yeah, it can either be all the ships A, B, C, D, whatever. They can all have the expanded or contracted mode. There's not an in-between expanded mode. So it's either expanded or not. When they are expanded, the C, so the A and B can still land when fully laden while expanded. The rest of them cannot. So as soon as they're expanded, the C, D, and E can only land. Well, they can't. They can only dock. They can only dock with space stations and stuff. It doesn't matter if you only had one little parcel on it. The board logo was put only on one ship. What would it be? I mean, Mercury Star Runner is my favourite ship. Viably, maybe a Cutlass. A Cutlass yellow with a little face on it. The cute little boy. Not an Argo Cargo. Is ship naming in-game? Yes, but only for a limited amount of ships at the moment. Where it's not in... Yes, you can see the ships, and you can name ships, and you name the ships on the website, and those names appear in-game. Would you start a line of hair products? I mean, if the money was there. Are you worried and excited about AI turrets? They make bigger ships more feasible for solo play. How would you balance this so that having human butts and seats remains viable? I mean, you have them so they can only do a limited amount of tasks and they consume more energy. That's the way I do AI turrets. They consume more energy, so there's less energy for shooting, and they're just not super accurate. They're reasonably accurate, but not super accurate. Thoughts on how one can move all their ships to a new station in 3.15? Can we just have a taxi ship to a landing zone, and then claim at the new location and repeat? So that's an interesting one. So you could go there one way. Can you then just claim all your ships there? Eventually, I want to see players being able to do jobs for other players, moving ships for them, that sort of stuff. You've got a huge amount of ships. So all your stuff will be delivered to your starting location you pick in 3.15. It's going to be hard getting them everything elsewhere. I mean, you could potentially spawn some ships and then get other people to help move them, but then you'd have to get in them and land them at their final location. Do you think the Kraken's almost ready for a surprise launch? I mean, I know that they want the Kraken in as soon as possible so that they can have it as a mission location, spawning pirates and stuff like that. There's a helicopter going over my house, if you can hear that in the background. What might the big surprise be in CitizenCon? It doesn't have to be like a single big surprise or anything. I mean, the gameplay demo is typically pretty cool, assuming they show a lot of cool stuff like that. There'll be almost certainly a ship as well, or ships and vehicles that they'll reveal. I'm hoping that we see Pyro and Nyx. I'm hoping we see animals of some kind. I hope we see a new mission. Wonder if we see any new sort of gameplay loop, like salvage or refueling or whatever, or repair. You could design and create your own ship assets, and what would you do? Probably a drone, a combat drone corvette. Combat corvette with drones. What do you think of if you could buy AI-controlled ships to protect your medium or large cargo hauler? Well, I'm hoping you'd be able to hire players and potentially NPCs to escort you. I mean, I want to see escort missions in general, where it's just like, this is an escort mission. You've got to help this hauler from here to here to here. Cool. To what extent do you think server meshing will be shown off during its panel at CitizenCon? Well, they talk about it. They talk about how they've tested it with headless clients and how the testing's going internally and what it allows them to do. And they'll show it working in some aspect, I suspect. When is Port Olisar going to get its own Whammer burgers? So, there is a clear hole in the market, you're right. They will be replacing Port Olisar at some point. In 3.15, I believe they're shifting Port Olisar so it's sort of more above Orison. But eventually, Port Olisar will get replaced with the new stations. And of all the proposed and promised gameplay, or possible gameplay, what one is the most exciting for you? Salvage and base building is pretty up there, to be honest. But it's the economy gameplay and all of it coming together, to be honest. So salvage and base building is hugely high up on there as well. It's the idea that the dynamic economy sort of like is, and the dynamic universe simulation is hugely affected by the actions of players and NPCs and the wants and needs of what's going on in the game, and that all gameplay loops affect each other and in some way support each other. Or some support each other, others not so much. Like really good trade lanes mean that you'll have more pirates on those trade routes. What are your thoughts and feelings on the idea that CitizenCon is, at this point, looking to be a rehash of 2019 with little new content? Well, we'll have to wait and see. I hope that's not the case. Do we know when the 3.15 wipe is coming? With 3.15 going live, yes. Someone in October when 3.15 goes live. What would you think of the idea of being able to buy AI-controlled ships to protect the We talked about that. I'm okay with limited hiring of them, but there will be restrictions on this sort of stuff. The Argo is described as being able to unload the Hull C and others from outside. Does it have grab arms to do that? How does it handle? Yeah, it would need tractor beams or grabby arm. The magazine you talked about that comes with random models. It's not random models, but it comes with models for the Necrons and the Space Marines at the moment. Primaris Space Marines. It's called 40k Imperium. You can get it at Forbidden Planets. You can get it at, I assume, at Games Workshop stores. And you can get it at other newsagents too. It's great value. You like the Tau? So there will be a new Tau Army box coming out at some point for 40k stuff. There are little Tau Army boxes at the moment. Basically, what I would suggest, though, is just work out what sort of army you want and then buy the models from eBay is my suggestion. Typically, you can get them pretty good priced on eBay, the individual units. Human gunners will always outclass AI crew. They should. That's the plan for the game, yes. They could make it so that the AI are amazing, but they won't. So, yes, servers are still 30k'ing and there's some instability, but it is significantly better than it was previously. Obviously, that's not going to be the case in 3.15, especially during Evocati. So the sort of leaks that you hear without context are, oh, 3.15 is really unstable. Because, yeah, it will be, especially during Evocati phase. What was your opinion of the Knickknacks UI? Trash. At the moment, it's trash. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's the UIs for moving stuff between characters and ships and all that sort of stuff, but for the inventory system is terrible at the moment. That UI they've showed, it is just functional enough. It looks not done. But at least in my opinion. I don't expect to see something great in the future, but what would you think of more starter packs? So not just the Aurora Mustang. Well, there's the 100i. There's the 85X. No, the 85. There's Pisces. And the higher end, there's the Reliant and the Avenger. I think that's enough. I think that's enough starters. Is it strange that I lose interest in other games after 30 minutes and just return to Star Citizen? No, I mean, there's a lot. I'm not really into many games at the moment. I try a lot of stuff very briefly. I'm looking forward to New World. Hopefully that'll be good. One of my mates did say we should have played in Genshin Impact, and I didn't really realise what it was, Genshin Impact. Any more news about the Vulcan and Gen 12? So they will talk about that at CitizenCon. Actually, that is a beautiful little segue, boy, to... We okay with sound? Is sound alright? Sound working? Okay with sound? Sound seems to not showing properly. Sound is good. Huh. Well, sound's not showing properly on my scales. Don't know what's going on with my OBS. Okay, so let us go over here. Oof. Let's have a bit of a look. CitizenCon. I haven't actually to see if I was in this. Might have been hidden somewhere.
You guys want us to hurry up or keep going?
That's 2949. That's 2019. It was in the UK. I was there. I was exceptionally drunk and hungover, depending on what time of the day.
Hopefully you guys liked it.
So, we've got a bit of a schedule of what's going on with CitizenCon. We know it starts 3 p.m. UTC on October 9th, going throughout the day, and we've got details of some of the panels. We've got opening with Chris. That might be some gameplay demo. It might be a bit of a roadmap update. It might be a pillar talk thing. It might be sort of keynote. And again, at the end, we've got closing with Chris Roberts, which could be more of the same. Or divided between the two. Or it could just be one of them's got loads in, and the other one's just thanks. Got Life in the Verse as a panel, so expect these panels to be up to an hour long. Now, some of them are going to be live, and some of them are going to be pre-recorded. And then in between each of the panels and things that are happening, there's going to be them talking. There's going to be probably hosted by like Jared chatting about stuff. There's going to be adverts that people and the community have made in between there. That's in lore adverts stuff. Hopefully, mine and Zin's will get shown. But Life in the Verse, the biggest panel of this year, a guided tour in current in-game universe. Cool. For location systems and gameplay and more. Hopefully there'll be some new cool stuff there. I would expect to see 3.15 type things rather than just what we have currently. Ship talk. This is cool. So they're going to unveil some new stuff. They're going to talk about ships that are in production. Last time we learnt about the Talon, the Rock, and the Attack Raylan before they had names when they were in concept, and the mobile refinery ship. And I think they revealed the Kraken privateer as well. I think that was at that time. Yeah, I really enjoyed the ship talk 2019. Hopefully more of the same. And we've got a panel on the Gen 12 renderer and Vulcan. Cool. Hopefully they go, it's nearly done for the first integration. That would be good. They've got crafting worlds, planetary tools, and tech. They'll be looking at that, talking about biome, talking about how they produce stuff. Hopefully they'll be talking about roads and rivers as well, and new points of interest. And yeah, the new planets they've got for like Pyro and beyond. Server meshing and state of persistence. Good. For parts Star Citizen making it an MMO. Exactly what they can show us there. That'll be interesting. Because a deep dive into technical architecture. Well, hopefully they're going to be showing me cool stuff. Sounds of Space. So, new audio tech and cool audio stuff. Systemic gameplay, stream of thought. Tony Zerwick leads a big presentation or something on the dynamic universe simulation. So the convergence of all the, like a load of systems together. I'm really looking forward to this. He talks about the quantum simulation. He's talking about the dynamic events and loads of stuff. And this is probably one of my... Okay, if you're just going to watch a few things, the gameplay demo, which is probably going to be well, expected gameplay demo in the opening or the ending, or both, ship talk, and the systemic gameplay stream of thought. Those are the panels I desperately want to watch. I'm interested to know exactly what Life in the Verse is. Panel. It's got heavy hitters in. Art director. It's got Bob Pappy, live director. It's got Dave Haddock and more. The systemic gameplay one has got Luke Presley, and I love Luke Presley. He's a good chap. And then we've got the outro. So I'm really looking forward to CitizenCon this year. Free digital goodies pack for everyone. So you don't have to buy it. Cool. Bit weird. I would have thought they would have gone, you know what, we'll give this CitizenCon trophy to everyone. And you can buy stuff to help support the stream if you want. But no, they've just gone free digital goodies pack. So the RSS armor set, the light one, knife, and the trophy here. For free to all backers. For all backers. So backers typically means you've purchased something on your account. Not always, but typically that's what it means. It's not all accounts. And there's going to be some competitions and stuff that you can get involved with while it's going on live. And there's some cosplay going on here as well. Virtual cosplay. It's a virtual event. It's online only because, you know, can't have a physical event this year really because of, well, hopefully the end of COVID. But nothing about Squadron 42. So nothing mentioned on the schedule for Squadron 42. No. Maybe there will be something. They have not revealed yet, but they have not got anything listed. Typically, CitizenCon isn't a Squadron 42 sort of fan fest. Point of it, but and they've got to start talking about Squadron 42 soon, right? I mean, we know that Chris Roberts is planning to go to the UK start of next year, staying there for a good period of time to finish out Squadron 42, is what they said. So, the release of Quantum on the roadmap yet? No. So the release of the Dynamic Universe simulation? No. But elements of it? Yes, some of them are on there. You have bad weather yesterday. It was up and down. Brighton was abysmal for a couple of hours. Yeah, I mean, we're pretty close to each other. Hey, Bored, don't take this me chatting waffle about one and only Moobot. But he responds quite a lot. What? I can turn the frequency of Moobot just randomly chatting down. I haven't tweaked it for a while. He might have got it out of sync somewhat. But it's been going back to default. When will CIG maintain bug fixes between patches? Once they have a more stable core for their game. They keep on bodge fixing a lot of stuff, and a lot of the core systems are sort of like, you know what? We have to get a bug fix in for this. Bam. They change something in the next patch. Well, the underlying cause of that previous bug was never solved because they're like, well, that's actually going to be solved in the future with an overhaul to these systems or that system. How do we watch CitizenCon? Go on the... well, there's two ways. There's going to be the CIG website, who I suspect link into their Twitch. I will put here and here. There you go. That's the CitizenCon sort of details page. And also, I suspect the live stream will be up on there. But you can also watch it on the Star Citizen Twitch. Thanks for not streaming that New World game. Well, all I'd be doing, it would be streaming 7,000 people ahead of me in the queue. And also, primarily a Star Citizen channel. Although I could just go, we're primarily a Lumberyard engine channel. And I could also do New World and Star Citizen. I'm going to try out New World. I've bought a load of copies from me and my mates. Looking forward to it. But, I think that's probably slightly oversaturated today. New World somewhat. It was good, don't get me wrong, New World, but it's not sort of like the best game ever. What do you expect to see from the Vulcan Gen 12 show? Probably them show off the difference between what they can fit on the screen and some of the scaling that they can get with performance and stuff like that. So they'll show prettiness. And probably like, oh, look how many more effects we can get and look how more detail we can get a scene and that sort of stuff. But they'll also talk about the techniques of it in a sort of layman's way. Yeah, New World is very saturated at the moment, indeed. Where is it streamed? It's going to be streamed on Twitch, but I believe rebroadcasting is totally allowed. Well, Cloud Imperium have actively asked people to rebroadcast it, I believe. But please do. So me and Zin will probably be doing something. Would you consider doing a guide stream for other YouTubers who are interested in Star Citizen? Hidden Xperia said on stream recently that he really wants to try Star Citizen. Maybe on stream. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to help people out. I'm happy to do stuff and they can talk to me. They don't need to. I don't need to do it with them if they don't want to either. Happy to give them some advice. But I'm happy to do guide streams and stuff, probably. What's the significance of Vulkan? It is a significantly better way of doing the graphics API than DirectX 11. It's much more scalable, hardware neutral. Much more resource efficient. Have you thought about doing a CitizenCon watch party? We're going to do something like that. Yeah, I'm sort of... got a bit of cognitive dissonance on. I'm a bit juxtaposed in the fact that I want to get summaries out of the panels and everything as quickly as possible, and videos out on it, at the same time as also wanting to be able to cover it live, which is hard. Take care, Exodus, mate. Hope you're doing well, sir. Blah, 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 blah. How do you think the new cloning law works out with prisons or becoming hostage to criminals? What? So, if you die and you're a criminal and you get captured, your clone will be delivered to prison. They've already said that. The target to create the servers, I believe 30. I think that's all they needed. I mean, if it's possible, they can get higher sustained. They might look at that in the future, but from what I've been told and what I've asked them about, 30. And what are they now? Variable. Sometimes they stay at 30 for a while, but they vary, and they need to be sustained at 30. Not sure if you mentioned that. How was your holiday? So my holiday was only for a couple of days, my previous one, which was board games at a nearby Airbnb. But I'm taking effectively a week off. I'm starting from Friday. Although we'll still be getting some content out. I'll still be doing some bits. No, I didn't drink that heavily. Played a load of board games and chatted shit. More sandworms this year. Maybe we'll see some other creatures at CitizenCon. With custom paint in the works, how do you think CIG will handle existing paid skins? Well, I think they still exist in the game. I think they'll probably have a system for pre-made skins compared to painting your own, like as there's two separate things, and that will be part of the manufactured versus aftermarket customization stuff. There doesn't seem to be nearly as much hype over Cousin Crow's custom craft as expected. Okay, so it's because they're going to phase it in slowly, so it will give you some options, some sort of trade with it when it first launches in 3.15, probably in 3.15. But it's not going to have all the customization of the stuff it will be able to do in the future, and you're not going to be able to have like full paint schemes there, and sort of like doing your ship modularity there yet. Do you think we'll get a live event type thing for Paul Sal's inevitable demise? I'd love to stay on the station while it's getting attacked by Ninetales or something. Maybe. They did say that they wanted to go out with a suitable bang. Elfwin, thank you very much for the sub. Very much appreciated. Is it true that Star Citizen is still a bad game? It's not really a finished game yet. I really love Star Citizen, but as a tourist. What is the ridiculous rumor of an Argo miner? Well, maybe it is. Maybe there is. Maybe there isn't. I can't really discuss stuff like that much because some of it may have come from data mines of Ivacati stuff. I haven't really checked on it yet. But I did hear about Argo MPUV variants and obviously the search and rescue version before Evo went out. So thank you for great content. Can you recommend an active org? It depends what you want to do. Mine's great, but not very big, and often there's no one on. So synchronizers might be a great org for you. There's a huge amount. There's the what does the MPUV fit in? Most things a snub will fit in. The Argo DS. It's a cargo Argo with an external chair. Nice. You know if ship inventory will be shared between players of the same team. I'm not sure in 3.15, to be 100% honest yet. I would hope so. Because otherwise it makes using multi-crew ships much more restrictive than they should be. Any indication that shields have been balanced in 3.15? I know they've done some balance and tweaks for some of the systems, but I'm not sure exactly what we're going to see from balance yet. You get 3 in a Carrack. What, 3 people? What? Yes. Oh, 3 MPUVs. I think you get 2 in there. I think the doors are wide enough. What happened to the Vulture ship? It was in white box and grey box, but suddenly the Redeemer is coming next patch, which is same state or later the Vulture. So they want the Vulture to come in at the same time as ship-based salvage next year. For ship-based salvage. I'm most curious about 3.15 PTU restate. Are the Evocati servers fun to play? Can't talk about specifics of Evocati. Obviously, 3.15 is an Evocati at the moment. First wave PTU, we don't know yet. Will we see the gold retaliator in 3.15? Oh, so the gold updated version. I think it's a 3.16 release, but I'm not sure. I assume that a bounty hunter will need to deliver a body for proof of a kill down the road. Thoughts? You probably just get DNA on them or something. It'll be wanted, dead or alive. There'll be a way of doing it without you having to drag the bodies back. I would expect, but maybe you do. Is there going to be carts or buggies and landing bays for transporting items drops? Well, there are carts and buggies and boxes, and there will be crates. But also for selling things to items in shops, you'll be able to do it from the cargo grid of your ship eventually. So you'll probably be able to put pistols and rifles and useful items in them as well. What do you think of the 400i being a 300i but bigger and having more stairs? I think the leaks we saw on the 400i a while ago potentially are real, and so expect it to be a luxury, a super luxury sort of constellation. Do you think we will hear anything about the Apollo from CitizenCon? A lot of people want it. A lot of people have said that. I haven't heard anything from CIG about it. What about when you're captured and sent to prison? Will you be able to keep your gear after you serve your time? I would expect so, as long as it wasn't stolen. As long as your gear wasn't stolen. I suspect you'll get it at the end of your sentence. Give me one of the reasons that you'd probably want to surrender. I suspect if you were killed and then sent to prison, you'd lose your gear. If you were surrendered and went to prison, you'd keep your gear. That would be my expectation. Plastic Death, thanks so much for the big old donation. Looking good, pal. Your hard work is paying off. What's the best way to cook an omelette? Depends on what type of omelette you're doing. It depends if you're adding milk to the omelette as well, because you can do it with just eggs. You definitely want to salt the omelette before frying it at all. A little tiny bit of salt, do that seasoning in there. I put soy in mine as well, dark soy. I use that for cooking a lot. And you probably want to put a little bit of water in with the omelette to finish it off. Try not to overcook the omelette. It depends if you're doing it more Asian style. You could do it basically with a stir fry, or you could do it as a single pancake. Do it as a wrap. So the thing is that unless I'm doing it more Asian style, like as a stir fry, I would prefer to have just a fried egg, a good fried egg with runny yolk. Oh, might have that in a minute. So there are 3 content creators that have now asked me to do a CitizenCon thing with them, a watch party or a reaction thing. We were sort of roughly planning to do our own. I don't know. I don't know exactly what we're doing yet. Recently started to watch videos on Star Citizen, but I think I heard that 3.15 will have a wipe. That is correct. Should I wait till the patch or jump straight in regardless? You can jump in regardless. Anything you purchase in-game will be wiped, but not bought out of game, as it were. But you can learn stuff still. So if you're just learning locations and messing around and trying to work stuff out, jump in now. What's the starter ship to look for when the anniversary comes? I mean, I always think it's the Avenger Titan. I love the Avenger Titan. With new medical gameplay features coming, what are your thoughts on the amount of time it takes to get medical bays in ships? Example being a Carrack. Honestly, it takes forever. Actually getting there. So the primary role of the Carrack is not to get players to the med bay, though. Yeah? So it's very quick and easy to get a player to the med bay of Cutlass Red. Yeah, and the Apollo even, it'll be pretty quick to get to the med bay. But the primary role of the 890 jump, the primary role of the Carrack is not to get players to the med bay. They'll be able to get there, and they'll be living on there, typically, so... what kind of laptop do you recommend doing school stuff on? And being able to play Star Citizen on? If you can get a laptop with a 3060 in it, that will probably serve you pretty well. You can get them relatively cheap. When will I see my Corsair out in the universe? We don't... what have you got on the roadmap for the Corsair, actually? I had it in my notes. Got it in something about the Corsair in my notes. So, okay. The Corsair is being worked on. And we'll see work currently pegged in from the vehicle concept art team, and then actually no, the vehicle concept art team have already done their work on it. So that was earlier this year, April and May. So the actual vehicle content team in the US, who shall make the ship, have got work pegged from mid of November to June of next year. So there might be more work beyond that, but thank you very much, Jeremy Worthmusters. Jeremy, what is the next UK bar citizen taking place? When is? Would be great to meet up with some fellow citizens again. So, there's bar citizens throughout the UK and other countries on constantly. I think, is it barcitizen.s? I think is... So barcitizen.se is the website that you can see a lot of that from. I think Joe Run has a good hand in that as well, or at least has previously helped out a lot of people doing it. So you can see like a Bar Citizen map. Go where Bar Citizens are, events list and stuff. It might be pretty minimal. Oh, no, there's loads. A surprising amount around the world during such weird times. But I will be running a bar citizen, most likely near Manchester, a big bar citizen, because obviously I had a hand in CitizenCon and stuff, but we haven't done that for a little while, partly because of COVID, partly because it's a lot of effort, but yeah, I thought it was up here for some reason by Edinburgh, Manchester's around here. So, I'll give you more details on that when we decide we're doing it. It will either be at the end of this year or sort of first quarter of next year is probably what's going on. It will be, I rent out a pub, we do a pub quiz there, have a whole day, Star Citizen social. I'll try and get a load of devs down from Star Citizen to do a panel or have a bit of a chat there as well. Be nice and chill.
I like pineapple on pizza.
No, no! Not pineapple on pizza. Premier Boris, I'm sorry. Like, that's a disease. Got a disease. And the first step at getting help for it is admitting that you've got a problem. Do you think we can get a crime stat from stealing equipment, armor from dead players and NPCs? Probably not. You probably won't be able to sell it. You might be able to fence it. You probably won't be able to sell it to normal places. You'll get the crime stat probably for killing the person in the first place, rather than the looting. probably. But there might be areas where looting is illegal. Do with the... When do you think physicalized ship systems with all the wires, alarms, and door clamps will be in game? They want security systems in game. They want the ability to be able to close doors and all that sort of stuff. I don't know exactly when it will be in game. They've got some of the stuff hooked up to be able to kind of do that now, though. Will you be able to regen NPCs and recruit them as ship crew someday? Well, you'll be able to hire crew, and you should be able to heal the crew. Are we going to get some PE testing for 3.15 before it goes live? Almost certainly. Almost certainly go into first wave, then open PTU, then live. Does Star Citizen use more GPU or CPU? It uses more GPU. It's becoming more and more GPU based. Oh, that actually... That's a good question, actually, because Star Citizen occasionally does use all of my CPU core briefly. They are making it more scalable for multiple CPU cores, but it should max out your GPU. Is there a timeline of when Pyro System stated to release? No, but I'm expecting it Q2, Q3 next year. What do you think besides server meshing they will discuss for next year? I'm hoping, well, lots of new stuff. It'll be what the hot topics are. Hopefully more gameplay stuff. Is there a timeline of when about mask mandate in Manchester? It depends when we... Gotta get a plane ticket to Manchester. Well, I'll tell you when everything's happening first. Will you attend CitizenCon next year no matter where it is? No. It will depend where it is. Pineapple on pizza for the win. Zin, you are a monster. Zin, you're a monster. No pineapple on pizza.
I love pineapple on pizza.
No, I'm not sure if you can hear Zin, anyone. And to be honest, it will be fine if you can't hear her. But she's a monster.
It just adds a really nice sweetness.
Oh, God.
Like, do you like pineapple?
No.
Right, then I can totally understand not liking pineapple on pizza if you don't like pineapple. However, if you're perfectly happy eating pineapple, then try it on a pizza.
After you have... Why not, after having your pizza, why not have a dessert?
What? We're sticking tomatoes on pizza, why not pineapples?
I'm not sticking tomato...
Fruit.
Okay, number one, okay, tomato sauce. Yeah, don't put actual big tomatoes on your pizza. Don't be a monster. Don't go, well, I want tomato pizzas.
Tomatoes.
No.
You've
Stop.
not had a proper pizza.
Stop putting sweet things on your pizza.
I have had a pizza made by an Italian nonna, and it had cherry tomatoes on it, and it was delicious.
That is an Italian grandmother, for people that don't know. Zin is right, pineapple on pizza is good. She's not. She's not right.
I am right.
You are factually incorrect.
It's fine. I will order a pizza with pineapple on, and I will just eat it to myself. And you can starve.
Now, number one, yeah, when you order food, I don't expect to eat any of your food. Okay? So when I, what do you mean? When I order my food, yeah, I don't expect you to go, I'm gonna have some of your food. I'm gonna have some of your pizza because it looks nice. If you fucking get your grubby little mitts near my food, I will slap your hand away. Da!
When we came down to visit you,
I bought everyone KFC.
You not just KFC, but you came round one morning. We were like, oh, we've got this sorted for breakfast, and you're like, oh, I've ordered a McDonald's. Everybody's got.
I bought everyone a breakfast McDonald's, and because you didn't thank me, I didn't allow anyone to touch them. I was like, there's loads.
I had half of one. Tea.
There was loads of breakfast muffins in the kitchen when people were sort of semi-hungry still. And like, are we allowed them? And I was like, no, they're all for me now. I had two, and then I went, I can't have any more. They're too filling. Let's have an official BoredGamer pizza poll. Zin, Can you go into the straw poll thing? You make a straw poll.
Like that.
What? I don't know what like that is.
It's busy pending. Isn't it?
What? Where? I don't know where we're looking. This is how me and Sin work together. Okay. Well, I want one that everyone in the world could get involved with, even
Proper
afterwards.
straw poll, don't you?
Well, from strawpoll.com, maybe. Sponsors of this street, no. It would always be Nord. Let's face it. They're the only people that would have me. So, straw poll. I mean, is pineapple on pizza wrong? Should it be banned? Should people that put pineapple on pizza be put in prison? For life. Yeah, for life imprisonment. Be nice to Zin or I'll tell your mum.
Yeah.
That's some sort of weird, sexy threat. Like, oh. What would you think of being able to scan an alien? So you make that straw poll in and you share it. It's something about pineapple and pizza, but don't you dare make it bias. Don't you be like,
No.
pineapple on pizza like a pro and not pineapple on pizza like a noob. Oh, don't you do it like that?
Right, let me load
This
up
is this is the Argo cargo all over again.
Please don't bring up the Argo cargo.
But that's pineapple on pizza to me, mate. That's pineapple on pizza. Okay, this is not happening, by the way. This is not happening. Yeah, but it would be like me going, "Oh, guys, if pineapple wins on pizza, I'm gonna dress up like a pineapple pizza." I mean, what's gonna happen? Everyone will just vote for pineapple pizza just to spite me. Talking of spite, let's have a look at this little pretty boy. Here we are.
Look at the camera. It was certainly an interpretation.
Look at the camera. No. You made the bet. Look at the camera.
Kylo is a beautiful, beautiful boy here. So this is some sort of... Oh, no, we can't have that. I forgot he had music going on. He's a beautiful... I don't know. This is some sort of representation of the cargo Argo, maybe. Who knows? Maybe not. Look at him. Look at him. He's a beautiful boy. That's his cargo Argo dress up. Yeah, I mean, the earrings are good. The earrings are good. Cargo Argos. I was expecting him to look more like a toy soldier version of an Argo, like literally have almost like an Argo for a face. Argo. I've realised that in the same way it annoys me when you refer to the Cutlass as a Drake, I'm referring to all the cargo Argo as an Argo, and that would be like all the Argo ships. It's the same thing.
Yeah, because it's the Argo cargo. Also, did you know that that's a thing?
What's the thing?
The Argo cargo.
Yeah? Alright.
It's a thing, like IRL.
What do you mean it's a thing IRL?
I was googling it. It's basically a
You talking about the Argo raft?
No. It's an Argo cargo. It goes on the front of your bike, so it replaces your front wheel, and it gives you like a cargo area.
In real life. In real
life, yeah.
In real life. I'm confused.
Real life.
Okay. That... I don't really.
If I did a lot of cycling, like to the shops and back, I'd probably get one.
No one leaves their house anymore, Zin.
I do.
You get trundle boys to your house.
I do.
Is that the same as going out?
Yeah, I have to go out the house to get the trundle boy, the shopping from inside the trundle boy.
My sound is everything broke on my stream earlier, so I can't see how high the sound is for Zin.
Is your OBS not working?
Well, it's sort of working a bit, but not fully. Right. So have you got? Straw? This we've got a straw poll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had some votes.
Okay. People are more than welcome to vote on the straw poll. Vote honestly and truthfully. Okay. Don't you meme. Don't you dare meme, you little
Put a
memers.
link in case people missed out.
Okay, I'm gonna vote on it as well. See what it is. Pineapple on pizza, no.
I saw somebody complain that there wasn't an option for not fussed. But in my opinion, if you're not fussed, then you're happy to have pineapple on pizza.
What is this? What is this? What is happening here? Oh, this is not right. Oh. I don't know why. You've derailed the stream so much with your pineapple on pizza rhetoric.
It wasn't me. I came in and that's what people were talking about.
That was your rhetoric, though. I wouldn't have cared if other people had said it. What other people say? See, I've lost more weight and I haven't been trying. I've been eating more carbs.
Good for you.
Thanks. Are you angry and jealous?
Yes.
Good. Pineapple upside down cake. What is going on? What is this?
Look, I made that at school once when I was younger. Back in the day.
Pineapple and jalapeno pizza. Your all-time fave. Hot and spicy, balanced with cool and sweet. That sounds like something Zen would like.
Yeah, it does actually.
Medical drones stretchers on the roadmap. No, they are part of the Apollo, but they're not on the roadmap yet. Neither's the proper drone gameplay. So that's not too complex. Will there be buggies and carts in bays that don't kill you? Yes. Yes, there will be. Do you think they will eventually start releasing ships in Gold Standard? Gold Standard is just a representation and just a... Not representation. It's just their current latest tech. So that will constantly change from patch to patch. Technically. We'll get to a stage where it's sort of relatively meaningless. It's easy to up... When they brought a ship up to the current Gold Standard, it's easy to keep them updated between patches admittedly now. Right. This is an outrage! I don't like this at all. Only 37% think that pineapple on pizza is wrong. Okay. Well, I didn't realise that was the type of audience I was dealing with. Maybe we should go play New World. Should we go play New World? We'll just watch New World load in for the whole day.
Yeah?
No, let's not do that.
I haven't actually tried yet, so...
We'll do it once we finished work. I do want to play New World. I bought New World for Zin and a load of other people so that we could potentially play together because we were playing Final Fantasy 14 and I was surprisingly having quite a good amount of fun with it. I don't think it didn't have long-term staying power with me. I don't think FF14. It was a good laugh. We were enjoying the dungeons and playing together, weren't we?
I was enjoying it.
I'm hoping that people get a little bit hooked on New World, but then maybe they won't. I don't know. The funny thing, so with the, I'll say it briefly, Cargo Argo stuff, I tried to record a video with Zin. Zin was much more grumpy than I was about it. So I decided to record it by myself and then try to represent multiple points of view. And people thought I was being extremely salty and drama sort of orientated. And say, well, I just wanted to talk about it and have a bit of a rant. But for the most part, it doesn't really fucking matter. But Zin was far too feisty and spicy for my channel.
Mm-hmm. I just like to ignore the whole thing now. I just pretend it never happened.
Okay. And I'm going to pretend that pineapple on pizza doesn't happen. Do you think that pizza delivery game, I hate you, gameplay will eventually be recognised as one of the core gameplay pillars? I hate you.
I'd love to do that sort of stuff in Star Citizen.
Well, there will be general cargo gameplay. I mean, literally one of the videos you're editing is talking sort of not about pizza delivery, but about the movement of cargo between areas and stuff. And me and Zin, we both have cutlass reds and cutlass blues and stuff like that. So we're planning in 3.15 to do search and rescue stuff and that silly gameplay. But when Star Citizen has more gameplay to it, like the potential to be able to bring food to people like pizza delivery, we will do that dumb content. What landing zone will be set as your home in 3.15? Probably Orison. As a secondary, I do love Microtech as well, but Orison is my bay. No one's describing your audience as bad taste in pizza. Thanks, Sketto. That means a lot. No, wait. What purpose does the tractor beam have on 315? For moving stuff? For collecting sciencey things. You go, oh, I found something new. Not just exploration. Think of it as exploration and discovery. Can we make a pineapple pizza emote on Discord? Yeah, on Discord you can. Just a pizza with the word wrong written on it. Orison, new Star Citizen player. My jaw is on the floor. Orison is so well designed and beautiful. It's certainly a pretty place. Star Citizen is beautiful. So, if you're doing pizza delivery, you don't necessarily know what's on the pizza, like Pandora's box. So he might 11,000 in his queue on his server.
It's like trying to get fuel in the UK.
Zin?
Yes.
That's probably true, actually. The queues are ridiculous. I can tell you off and say there's not really a proper fuel shortage in the UK. There is a distribution problem and panic buying. But you are right. It is hard to get it.
Artificial shortage, and the queues are just massive, though.
Yes. Well, I mean, it's the accessibility to get the fuel for the individual person is stupidly hard, and the accessibility of the roads in general because people are blocking them.
Yep.
Not great. Not great. Sergeant Donut, I'm not getting into this. I'm not getting into this. However, people are more than welcome to their own political opinions. Not a political stream. And we'll sort of semi-avoid it. But people talk about that stuff on, I don't know, Discord or whatever, as long as they're civil. I don't really care. I will give some level of respect to people's opinions and allow them to keep them without shouting at them. Mine are different from yours. It's all good. Is it Schrodinger's pizza? Well, no, because... Okay, the cat can be in 2 states, yeah? Well, 3 states. Yeah? Is the cat alive or dead in the box? Maybe it's not in the box. You think about that, okay? But there's no Schrodinger's pizza of, well, it shouldn't exist. So, pineapple on pizza shouldn't exist.
Yes, it should.
Oh. Do you know what? If they had an Argo food truck variant, yeah, I would buy it. If it was like a Fifth Element, parks up next to your house.
Oh, yeah.
Done. Okay, I like that idea. That makes sense. Mate, if there was a proper like ramen or a noodle van, like mobile van that came around, drove around, I'd be getting it every day delivered to my door. Like, oh my god.
Oh, where I used to live. So I used to live in a bungalow. I know, like a road of bungalows, and obviously bungalows generally house old people due to their inability to go up and down stairs. And there used to be, or maybe there still is. I don't know. I don't live there anymore. But there was a fish and chips truck that used to come round like every lunchtime.
Did you have much ships?
No, I didn't because I wasn't working at home from that time. But, like the odd
Oh,
occasion
okay.
that I was at home, I'd like hear it, and all the old people would go out because they love fish and chips. Old people in the UK love fish and chips.
Yeah, it's core to our culture. It was chicken tikka masala and fish and chips. That is staples of our country. Any CIG devs that can give us pineapple on pizza? No, oh dear. I live above a KFC. That smell must get frighteningly horrible. Or maybe you just don't. Maybe you just get used to it. Greasy chicken, yay! Bored people can have whatever they want on their pizza. You salty potato boy. Hashtag Team Argo Cargo delivering pineapple on pizza since 2948. They can't have whatever they want, can they? So I'm okay because Brexit will eventually remove all pineapples from the UK. Perfect.
They don't grow very well in this country, do they?
No, they don't. I was traumatized by pineapple pizza, yes. I would like some level of cooking and using of the kitchen facilities on ships at some point. I would actually expect that. Who was the best James Bond? Probably Connery?
Probably Connery.
Yeah. If there are any more variants of the Argo MPUV, expect them to be slightly more expensive than the current ones. Please no cooking in this game. Most gamers can't cook worth a damn. Then I'm thinking we should do some cooking streams at some point. Just some very basic ones. Fast citizen foods. You don't seem to be too into this idea.
No.
Okay, don't you worry, guys. Of Zin and Little Penny going, hey guys, we're gonna cook pineapple on pizza. That's you. That's how dumb you sound.
It's just pineapple on the pizza. That's it. Nothing else.
Nothing else. Do you think we'll see armored clothing like bulletproof vests? I think all clothing and armor will have some level of protection. Yeah, mods, if in doubt of anything that looks dodgy or weird, just ban the person. We can always unban them. Dodgy or weird being...
Until proven innocent.
Yeah, but I mean, for stuff that looks like it might be malicious in trying to get people to click things or weird stuff. If it's people's opinions, let them have their opinions. That's all good. As long as they're civil, it's all good. I use NordVPN and I haven't seen a pineapple in years. I'm not sure.
No.
Yeah, no. I'm reading Ethics Gradient. I love you, Ethics Gradient. I've been trying to create Big Benny's in game. Do you think it's just ramen? Well, it's not ramen because it's noodles. It's not. There's no broth there or anything like that. I mean, it could be. It looks to me like medium egg noodles.
Yakisoba?
Yeah, it could be soba. Yeah. But to me, it's probably just sort of standard egg, medium egg noodles, just stir fried. That's basically what it is. Do you find it strange that heavy armor can use the biggest backpacks? So should it not be the lightest armor can use the biggest backpacks? No, because they're sort of like stabilized onto your frame. Need the heavy armor to sort of like help support the amount that you can hold in it. So, Turaka, we won't ban you. I miss General Tao's. Have you ever had a General Tao's? General Tao's?
Huh?
The American chicken thing, I think. Spicy chicken, no. I don't know if we have them in the UK. The armor is partially powered. That makes sense. There's the chicken.
If it's what I think it is, it was. I believe it was made by a Chinese person who had moved to America, so it's very much an American thing.
It's a westernized. Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Any other quick questions that me or Zin can answer before I dash off? What are you working on at the moment, Zin? How's video? How video go?
I've done the videos you've given to me so far.
Been 2 videos. Are you still working on a law one at the moment?
I will be, yes.
What is it? What's it on?
Well, I've got a CitizenCon one.
Yeah.
And then I've got that Day of the Vara one. I think they're the main two I want to get out
Cool.
for next week.
Yeah, because me and Zin are on holiday from... Well, I'm on holiday sort of from Friday-ish. And we're going on holiday to Centre Parks on Monday to Friday. For some fun and adventures.
Play board games and eat good food.
Hopefully. I need to work out exactly what I'm doing food-wise. Cooking.
You still don't know.
Well, no, I'll work it out in a minute. My Cameron's here as well, in general, so we can ask him what he's cooking.
He's put his... Well, I say he's put his stuff on the spreadsheet.
Yeah, we got... What's he cooking?
He's got for dinner meaty stuff with some sides.
Okay.
Dessert is ice cream, unless I think of something more fun.
Okay, yeah.
And his breakfast contribution is baked stuff.
He's the best. But you know, he's got it in hand. He's got it sorted. That's fine.
Yeah.
We are overdue a new subcapital like Perseus. Might be something you see at CitizenCon or the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. That people have been talking about the Anvil Longbow capital ship. Thoughts on when Titan armor might happen. We know it's been slightly prioritized because of it is a war, but don't have any more information on it than that, unfortunately. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, Titan armor's going to be awesome. But it will need tangible gameplay associated with it rather than just, let's plop it in the game! When was the last time you did a cartwheel? I've never done a cartwheel. Or rolled down a grassy hill. I do... probably earlier this year. Like, I roll down things. I'm a little rolly boy. Am I not full of boisterous energies in when I am? See? I pick people up. I pick people up. I squeeze them too tight. Who does cartwheels?
I used to.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm too old now.
Would you like to see being able to modify your ship to a certain role? Yeah, so, yes, but I don't want all ships to be able to do all things. I want certain ships to be able to multi-class and multi-role, move into certain things, but they shouldn't be able to do it, like, as well as a focused ship that does that. See what I mean? For Zin, how do you like Star Citizen now compared to before you started working with Rich?
It's alright.
That's big compliment.
I didn't like it before.
He actually defends Star Citizen now occasionally to her partner DC.
Yeah, I did not enjoy it before. I had no interest in it, and when I did try it, I was like, "This is rubbish."
It's good. You were trying to compare it to fully completed games, though, and going, "Why would I play this when I want to play Apex Legends or Battlefield or whatever?" Oh, we are going to try out Battlefield 2042 as well. Let's get that. Do you think in-game food should have freshness timer? Yes, I actually do. I think it should have expiry on it. But I think all things in the game will have effectively a clean up and expiry timer. Even the stuff they put there, like a hula doll, it will have an expiry timer if nothing comes there for a certain period of time. You could have that with food as well. Star Citizen has come a long way. It has. It's a huge amount more to go. Very slow development. They do maintain a playable alpha, so. Right. I love you guys. I think that you are all top tier for watching me. And people that have donated, you're even slightly top tier. Top tier. Thank you very much for the subs. Thank you very much for the donations. Thank you very much for the love. I will be getting a video out in a bit of something. We've got videos to come out. See what happens. Probably, we've got a news one. We'll get the news one out in a minute. And then we've got a load of other videos that I need to work out when we're going to get them out. But really looking forward to CitizenCon. That's not this Saturday coming up. Next Saturday. Is that when I say next Saturday? What Saturday do I mean in?
This coming Saturday.
Oh, so the Saturday after that one. The next Saturday.
Following Saturday.
The following Saturday that follows after the Saturday that's not this one.
A week Saturday.
A week on Saturday. Thank you very much for watching. It's very much appreciated. I'm going to find a streamer that is streaming Star Citizen rather than bloody New World. Not that I have a problem with New World. I'm looking forward to playing it. I've noticed that everyone was doing New World today. I'll chuck you in with Anna. You can talk to Anna, for she is the voice of some of the people in the game, like Rowena Dooley. Well, I would have sent you to Moist Noodles. However, he has got New World in his title for his stream. And he's the one that invited me to play on the US servers with him and the other guys. So I suspect he's just waiting to log into the servers. But thank you very much for watching, guys. Very much appreciated. Love you loads. I'll see you soon. Say goodbye, Zin.
Goodbye, Zin.
Perfect. Love you guys. See you later.